My name is Akot Sani from South Sudan, and my dream is to play professional football anywhere in the world. I left home with empty hands and a bag full of dreams and ambitions to become a professional footballer. Is it going to be easy? Of course not, but it is definitely worth it in the end. I have chosen to put my life into this, and there is no going back till I achieve my dream, because dreams are meant to be lived. Where there's a will, there is always a way. Welcome to my journey. This is the road to pro contract. Hey you guys, it's your boy Sunny right here, and yeah, now it's just what do you call it? Very chilly period for me. A little bit confusing. Don't know what to do. But one thing I know for sure, um, I'll figure out something soon. Most of the teams here they start their preseason in August for the fifth division. Fourth division, some of them have already started, others are still in the process. And now I'm just like a little bit laid back in trying to find anything, because I mean I know I will for sure find something when the time comes for me to find a team here in Portugal. And yesterday, actually, I was talking to this regards most of you guys saying, "Oh, Sonny, can you help me find this? Can you this and this?" Just try to find teams, and you guys do not understand the instability or how difficult it is if you've not really had a good season. Maybe at this point, I could have had like a lot of people coming to me and giving offers left, right, center in Portugal. But obviously I didn't have a very good season, though I was just consistent for the first time playing 22 games in a season. That was that was like, yeah, to me it's a win for me. To the rest it might not be what it is. And I met this agent and we were talking, and he said, you know what, Sonny, most of these players that say, "Oh, can you take me to this place?" He wants to trial, he wants to do this. And when you ask them how much salary they expect, you'll find someone saying, "Oh, at least 1,000, 1,500." Let's put it this way: if you are in Africa or not in Europe, and you're not even playing at the top division in your country, you don't have great stats, and then you expect a team in Europe to find you a contract with a budget of 1,000. That is minus doing your paperwork, minus accommodation and everything. If they have 1,000 to pay you without stats, think of it this way: with that same 1,000, there is a player in the division lower or the division they played in that they could scoop for that money, who was like the top scorer or who had actually done so great that he has a proven record of working, and they don't even, and he might be a local, so they don't have to deal with his visa, they don't have to deal with his accommodation, and he has all these things already covered. And this is someone that is proven. So oftentimes, most of you guys want opportunities, but you're not very realistic with what you guys are expecting to get in return. You know, most of you guys should just be happy with playing. That should just first of all be enough, getting your foot there. It's once you are able to like show some performance, then that is when you can have a voice to say, "I want this, I don't want that." Because I was telling him, in Portugal there are levels that I do not want to play in this season. And he's like, "Sonny, you might be choosy, but you didn't have a good season." He was very honest. I'm like, "Yeah, it's true, I didn't have a good season, and I'm choosy because I'm not in a situation I was in like a few years ago where I was very desperate just to get my foot in." And again, it's only me that knows what happened this season, that why I did not have so many goals or an outstanding performance. That is not to make an excuse. It did not happen. Nobody cares. But again, most of us, let's be realistic when we are trying to run after opportunities. It's good that you are ambitious, but according to him, he says for anybody to move up, for anybody to go play in Saudi, to sign in Saudi, performance has to meet the opportunity. If you have not had performance, opportunities will bypass you. You know, so let's kind of like try to instead of trying to be in a rush to want to go somewhere, can we actually accept that there are people there that deserve those opportunities better than us? Of course, there is a possibility, but the probability are lower. It is possible, anything is possible, but what is the probability? You know, so it kind of opened my eye a little bit, and I wanted to share that with you guys. As you guys are trying to be extremely ambitious, it is possible, but now can you check out what is the probability? I can play for Real Madrid, very possible, very possible, but what is the probability? So once we have that little twist in trying to understand how the whole thing works, then we can kind of like draw back and, you know, change our expectations or change our demands in anything that we need. Football was very cruel, because he told me of a story of when he went to Austria in the second division. This is around 2017-18. He was playing in Portugal, 4th division, and he was doing very good. So he went to Austria, second division, 1 month before the season ends, and he had spent the whole month there. He said in a shooting drill, out of 50 balls that he was shooting, he scored like 50, all of them, and he was very exceptional. And the club wanted to sign him. So after like after like a few weeks of training, the coach came to him. He's like, obviously Australia's second division is professional. The coach is like, hey, we want to sign you. What do you want? He said, anything you guys give me, I would take. Most of the players were about 1,000 and so forth. And for him, because he was a foreigner, the club needed to pay him certain amount for him to be a legal resident, to get the work permit to play there. He ended up not signing, even when the players were like, yeah, this guy, it's him. And at the time also, age was not very favorable on his side. I think he was in like his mid-20s or late 20s. And he said everything was going good. The club was talking to the agent, they want to sign him. And they ended up not signing him when the new season came, and he never understood. He said he only understood it afterwards when he became an agent, what was involved for the club to sign him. So for you to be able to play, you have to have a certain amount of income that the club pays you. And the fact that he was an older player, that means the club wouldn't even have, because the club sees it as an investment. If they don't have to be an instant result giver, and they did not think it was worth the risk at the time, and so he ended up not signing, and he never understood it as a player, and the club wouldn't even explain that to you. It's later on when you no longer a player, then those things starts to make sense to you. So yeah, that's just information I wanted to share with you guys, and it's been me, your boy Sunny. If you like this content, hit the plus sign, subscribe, and I'll see you next